PSA and hot take. As a therapist and a mental health advocate, you cannot read minds. While there are certain indicators that people swear by, such as body language, certain actions and behaviors that so-called experts may ascribe to specific emotions and thoughts, the evidence is not so strong that there is a consensus of observable phenomena that you can use to get perfect insight into what people are thinking. Take it from a therapist like myself. While we may have a better sense, we still rely on our clients to interact genuinely and honestly with us for therapy to work. So stop making assumptions based on what you believe are other people's intentions. Instead, consider the existing evidence and potential patterns that may exist there. Evidence based on what you experience can be things people said, how they behaved, how they acted. If you're trying to apply it to a specific kind of situation, it would be ideal if they have been in that sort of situation before and exhibited a pattern of behavior. Here's a simple example. I had a friend who would always be at least 15 minutes late to things. He would always be very apologetic, explaining the situations, and it all made sense. But it happened almost every single time we hung out. I could not know the intent behind his actions, but the reality was that they are at least 15 minutes late every single time. If I based my plans around what he said and what he expressed to be his intent, I would always be wasting at least 15 minutes of my time. So instead, I adjusted my expectations. If I am going to hang out with this person, I would expect him to be 15 minutes after I scheduled to meet up with them. And it worked. Here is the facts framework that you can use to remind yourself to look for evidence to set expectations. F. Find facts. Gather the evidence of similar situations and find possible patterns. A. Assume nothing. Drop assumptions based on what you are assuming of other parties. C. Consider realistic outcomes based on the facts and patterns. T. Test your hypothesis. If you have a chance, find an opportunity to test your hypothesis on a similar situation with the variables as close as you can make it and see what happens. S. Set expectations based on the considerations you made in the past steps. So, try this out. Have you had situations in the past where your assumptions set you up for some silly situations? Let me know in the comments below.